What's up, my pilots? Vloggy Poncho here. Today is January the 14th, 2024. Didn't have a video yesterday because we went out to, we went and drove out of town. Megan and I went and spent the night at a hotel in the next town over and just kind of hung out, played video games, and had like a little, I would call it a staycation, except we didn't stay home. It was only a 2-hour drive, so it wasn't bad. And then the next day, we met up with my uncle and cousin for lunch at a nice Mexican restaurant, and it was really nice. I hadn't got to see them in person in over a year at least. Maybe, geez, maybe since before COVID. It's been a while. I'll have to double check. It might have been 2021 when I saw them last, but it's been a minute either way. So that was wonderful. And then we just drove back. Basically just like a 24-hour vacation. Jasper had a great time. She spent the whole time at our friend's house playing with their dog. And they got into some trouble together, but you know, that's what they do. Check it out. The channel now has some new branding. I got rid of that stolen picture of Mega Man holding a guitar that I've been using like 10, 15 years ago whenever we started this channel. And I've switched it out to Neon Frog. The oh, you can't even see it today the way the camera's framed, but he's up there. He lives back here. And it's just I just think it's such a cool image, and it's kind of weirdly representative of me. Like, I like it. Like, I might change my tattoo idea for getting one that's Sir Frog from Chrono Trigger to just a frog with a cowboy hat. Or maybe Frog from Chrono Trigger with a cowboy hat. I don't know. I'm going to let the tattoo artist do some stuff, and we'll see what we like. So I just thought I'd show that off. We got some new branding in place. Isn't that fun? Let's do the Wordle real quick. So, what shall we start with? Frogs. Not bad, not bad. We could go going. That has 2 G's. Let's try doing. Oh my god. Okay. I swear I did not cheat. That is a legit 2. Sweet. We're going to get it that fast. And y'all seem to enjoy connections, so let's do that one again. Cardigan and Croswell were talking in the comments and saying it's kind of like code words, except you don't have people yelling at you when you make a stupid mistake. I have those people. All right, what we got? Jack, check, tight, rob, Gene, buck, bill, swipe, Tom, tab, short, pinch, steel, pant, bull, invoice. Okay, well, immediately, these all mean steal. Jack could also mean steal in the sense of like carjacking or hijacking, but not just jack by itself, I don't think. Pant, no. Short, you could short someone to have a steal, but I think I see another category that goes with. So let's go, yeah, let's go rob, swipe, pinch, and steal. Words for theft. Indeed. The next one I saw was things you'd wear on your legs. Pant, short, tight, jean. I mean, I don't see any other words that go with any of those. Jean could be a name like Jack, Tom. No, Jack, Tom. So let's see. Bull and buck seem like they could go together. Check, invoice, tab, and bill all basically mean the same thing, which would leave Tom, Jack, buck, and bull as the last 4 words. I don't... Oh, those might all be terms for different animals. Like a tomcat, a buck is a male deer, a tom is a male cat, particularly a tomcat is male. A bull, only male. If it's a female, it's a cow. And then jack. I wonder if jack is a masculine term for one animal. I don't know. I guess it could be. Anyway, let's do the things you wear on your pants. Or you wear on your legs. Leg wear in the singular. That's one way to say it. Check, invoice, bill, and tab. All things for the receipt. Things to pay. Yep. Jack, Buck, Bull, and Tom. I'm going to say masculine terms for the male gender of an animal. But I don't know what a jack is a male of. Let's find out. I'll just bring this tab. Oh, no, I'm spoiling the image. It's fine. I know better than to do a Google search on on video. Let's see. Jack could be jackass, like a male donkey. And then the other two are just names. Huh. Apparently the male of the coho salmon is referred to as a jack. Okay. We'll go with it. Now the image. I can probably zoom in a little for you there. She may look clean, but pickups, good time girls, and prostitutes spread syphilis and gonorrhea. You can't beat the axis if you get VD. The old term for sexually transmitted infections, VD, venereal disease. I just find this really funny. So then all three of these guys are considering whether or not it's worth it. And then I learned that this wasn't just like old-fashioned like moral values propaganda. This was an actual like expense issue for the military. Soldiers getting venereal diseases cost them money and put those guys out of service for a little while. So check this out. I found from military.com this article that talks about it. And they said that in 41, a gonorrhea infection could lead to a soldier or sailor being hospitalized for about 3 weeks at the high end. And then it wasn't until 1943 that they had penicillin as a common treatment for it. And that was so effective that it virtually eliminated the problem. So this is a weird issue that's like almost limited to like just the first half of World War II. Like 41, 42, part of 43. And then once they got penicillin, it's like, it's not even a big deal anymore. I'll put a link to this article in the description. I think it's kind of cool. What's interesting is not only were these warnings posted everywhere, so like there's no excuse not to know it. In order to get treatment, you had to report to the ship's doctor or wherever and say like, you know, I think I got the VD, boss. What would you call the ship's doctor? I guess you'd probably just call him Doc. Anyway, but then that was what you had to do in order to get the treatment, obviously. But getting treated for it could trigger an Article 15, which is like a non-judicial reprimand type thing. It's a non-judicial punishment that's just given out by your commanding officer. And I found an article that's from the Indiana National Guard. This is just like a modern version. I'm sure it was probably a little different back in World War II, but I couldn't find the actual like standards for World War II. But I imagine it was similar, you know, kind of ideas. But nowadays, the maximum punishments for Article 15, you could have your rank reduced. You could have a 2/3 of a month pay dock. Huge expense. You could be put in confinement for up to 8 days, or you could be given extra duty for a week. So I imagine the guys getting Article 15 for it back in World War II were probably not happy because they were not only did they get the clap, which is actually chlamydia, not one of the two that's referenced in the poster, but they also could get thrown in the brig for a week or demoted. Who knows? Luckily, it doesn't look like this could get you kicked out. Like, you're not going to get discharged for it. Although you may have discharge. Anyway, I wanted to show you another poster from back then that I thought was kind of the opposite, because this one is basically an old-fashioned moral judgment. And I think it's so funny because these kind of posters and things, they still make them today. Anyone who wants to make a moral judgment, you can look for them on like subreddits like The Right Can't Meme. Anytime you want to make someone look like they're living like a hedonistic lifestyle, in the sense like, oh, look at these like loose women and the things that they do. It's so like low and awful, and like we shouldn't, give them the time of day. Those same things also always make the people in them look really fucking cool. So check it out. This is the birth control babe. Also, she right off the front, red letters. She's so hot, so hot. I don't follow no square man's rule. Get it? Pill popping, penis loving Satan's girl. What more do you want? Come on. She votes Democrat. She's a free thinker. She's fast and sexy. And then straight in the bottom here, this tells you who made the poster. Conservatives lick my heel. Brought to you by Conservatives Against Birth Control. I just find this so fucking funny because you could still find modern versions of this where trying to make fun of people who are progressive, and the opposite happens. You just end up making an advertisement for progressivism. It's just so funny to me. And again, you got the guys in the back who are like, is it worth it to get with her? She may be Satan's girl, but she's also penis loving. Not gonna get that down at the sock hop. That just tickled me today, so I figured I'd share them with you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy. Hopefully you don't have to work tomorrow because it's a holiday for me. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And I already know what image I'm going to show you. It's from The Simpsons. You can probably have seen it before. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then.